Hello students, my name is Niyati Said and thanks for watching Edupedia word videos. My topic for the presentation is the fourth section of the chapter Morphology of Angiosperms, that is flowering plants. In this section of presentation, we'll be studying about the morphology of leaf. What do you mean by morphology? Morphology means a study of external features. So in this section of presentation, we'll be studying about the morphology of leaf. Now the question arises, what is leaf? Leaf is a lateral, as you can see, it is generally flattened structure which is borne on the stem. It develops at the node, node of the stem. And it bears a bud in its axil. As you can see, this is your axil portion and this is your axillary bud. The axillary bud, as you can see, which is at the axil, it later develops into branches. Leaf originate from shoot apical meristem and they are arranged in an acropetal succession. They are the most important vegetative organ for the photosynthesis. So, in short, we can say that it is a dorsi-ventrally compressed, flattened structure, lateral appendage of the stem produced at the node and is specialized to perform photosynthesis. Why do it perform photosynthesis? That's because it has chlorophyll pigment. And through that it makes its own food by the process known as photosynthesis. Now the characteristics of leaf. Leaf is a thin expanded green structure. The green color of the leaf is due to the presence of chlorophyll pigment, as I told you. Leaf is exogenous in origin. It is borne on the stem at the node. An axillary bud, which is present at the axil of the leaf, it develops into a branch. So it is often present in the axil of the each leaf. It has limited growth. Your leaf has limited growth and it doesn't possess apical bud or a regular growing point. As you can see, a typical leaf consists of three main parts, which is leaf base. This is your leaf base, petiole and lamina. See, this is your lamina portion. This is your lamina. And this is your midrib. This is your midrib. And this center line. And these are the glands which are present at the leaf base. The leaf is attached to the stem by the leaf base and may bear two lateral small leaf-like structures called stipules. See, this is leafy green substance which is known as stipule. In monocotyledons, the leaf base expands into a sheet covering the stem partially or wholly. And in some leguminous plants, the leaf base may become very swollen, which is called as pulvinous. So the petiole, see, as you can see that this is your pulvinous. When it becomes swollen, as in case of leguminous plant, it is called as pulvinous. The petiole, it helps to hold the blade to light. Because seeing the light, leaves can prepare their food. It is long, thin, flexible petiole. It allows leaf blade. See, this is your petiole. This is your petiole. It helps to hold the blade to the light. See, this is your blade of the leaf. So it holds the blade to the light. It is long. It is thin. It is flexible. That allows leaf blades to flutter in wind, thereby cooling the leaf and bringing fresh air to leaf surface. The lamina or the leaf blade is the green expanded part of the leaf with veins and veinlets. As you can see that these are veins and its tertiary part is known as veinlets. There is usually a middle prominent vein. As you can see, this is your middle prominent vein, which is known as midrib. As I told you, see, this is your midrib, and these secondary structures are known as vein, and their tertiary structures are known as veinlets. Okay, students, veins, they provide rigidity to the leaf blade, and they act as channels of transport for water, mineral and food materials. The shape, margin, apex, surface and extent of incision of lamina, it varies in different leaves. Okay, it differs with leaf to leaf. Okay, now we'll see all the parts of a typical leaf in detail. So the first comes is your leaf base. Leaf base is also known as hypopodium, students. Okay, the part of the leaf attached to the stem or branch is known as leaf base. It may assume different shapes in different parts. In some leguminous plants, as I told you, the leaf blade may become swollen, which is called as pulvinous. See, this is swollen part of the petiole, then that becomes pulvinous. Okay. In monocotyledonous, the leaf base expands into a sheet-like covering. As you can see that it has become a sheet-like covering, and that covers the stem partially or completely. Then that is known as sheet. So sheet is only found in monocots. Okay. Now comes leaves. Of some plants, they possess a pair of lateral outgrowths at the base. As you can see. See, these are leafy-like structures which are lateral outgrowths at the base on either side of the axillary bud. These outgrowths are called as stipules. These are your stipules, and such leaves are called as stipulate leaves. The leaves without stipules are called as exstipulate leaves. Stipules, they are usually green. So that's why it is usually green in nature. The main function of stipules are to protect the bud, and they carry out photosynthesis also because they are leaf-like. Okay, so this was the first part of a typical leaf, that is leaf base or hypopodium. Okay, now comes the second part of the typical leaf, and that is petiole. What is petiole? Petiole is also known as mesopodium. Petiole is a part of a leaf that connects the lamina of the leaf. See, this is your lamina of the leaf. This entire area is known as lamina of the leaf. So petiole, this is your petiole. So petiole is a connecting link, you can say, between lamina and the stem or the branch. Petiole is also known as mesopodium also. Okay, and leaf base was also known as hypopodium, and petiole is known as mesopodium. Leaves that possess petioles are called petiolate, and the leaves without petiole, they are called as non-petiolate or sessile leaves. Okay, remember students that sessile leaves, they are non-petiolate. That means it doesn't possess petiole. Okay, petiole is usually cylindrical in nature. As you can see that it is cylindrical in nature, but may be hollow, which is seen in papaya plant. It could be tubular also or flattened also. Okay. Now function of the petiole is to raise the lamina. As you can see that it holds the lamina. It holds the blade to the light. It is long, thin, flexible petiole that allows leaf blade to flutter in wind, thereby cooling the leaf and bringing fresh air to the leaf surface. And it also helps in conduction also. Conduction of food material, water and minerals. Okay. Now comes the third part of the typical leaf, and that is lamina. What is lamina? Lamina is also known as epipodium. These are the blades of the leaf. Okay. These are the veins. This is your veinlets and this is your midrib. Okay. And this is your petiole, which is thin, flexible and cylindrical in nature. And these are the stipules, which are lateral outgrowths present on both the sides of the petiole. Okay. So your lamina, this is your lamina. Okay. It is largest, most important, green and flattened part of the leaf. It plays a vital role in photosynthesis because it has that chlorophyll pigment. It also helps in gaseous exchange and transpiration, which cools the temperature, or it cools down the temperature of the plant body. The leaf is also known as dorsiventral when its ventral side is structurally different from dorsal side. Okay, for example, dicotyledonous leaves. Okay. The leaves having both similar surfaces, they are called as isobilateral. Iso means same. Okay. And such leaves, they are found in monocot plants. So in monocot plants, isobilateral leaves are found, and in dicotyledonous plants, dorsiventral leaf is found. Okay. Now comes leaf venation. What is venation? The arrangement of veins and the veinlets in the lamina of leaf is termed as venation. When the veinlets, they form a network, venation is termed as reticulate. See, arrangement of veins and veinlets in the lamina, it is known as venation. So this is your midrib, this is your veins, and this is your veinlets. How they are arranged, that is known as leaf venation. The veins are in fact conducting strands of lamina. They are concerned with the conduction of water, mineral salts and food, and they form the structural framework of the lamina. See, venation are of two types. One is reticulate and other is parallel. When the vein runs parallel to each other within a lamina, then that is known as parallel venation. And what happens in reticulate? When the veinlets, they form a network, as you can see, a messy network, then that is known as reticulate. Leaf of the dicotyledonous plants, they generally possess reticulate venation, while parallel venation, as you can see, it is a characteristic of the most monocots. Okay. So you can say that parallel venation is found in monocotyledons, and reticulate, it is found in the dicotyledonous plants. Okay. Now the reticulate venation we'll see in detail. When the veins and the veinlets, they form a network or the messy network, as you can see in this picture, then that is known as reticulate venation. Here the midrib is centrally placed, okay, and the veins and the veinlet, they remain distributed laterally. It is found in dicotyledonous plants. Now the Reticulate venation is also divided on the basis of the number of the midveins. Unicostate, uni means one, unicostate means with a single midvein. For example, mango, that is Magnifera indica. Second is multicostate with two or more prominent veins. That is, it is found in Ziziphus. It may be convergent or divergent. It could be, convergent, it could be divergent. And it is found in Ziziphus. Okay. Now comes parallel venation. In this type of venation, as I told you, the veins, they run parallel to each other within the lamina. As you can see, they are running parallel, almost parallel to one another. And it is commonly found in monocotyledonous plants. It is of the following two types. First is unicostate. Unicostate, which is found in banana and canna. And another is your multicostate, okay, which is found in grass, rice and bamboo, etc. Okay. Now comes the type of the leaves. First is your simple leaf. A leaf is said to be simple when its lamina is entire or when incised. The incisions do not touch the midrib. Okay. As you can see, these are the incision which has not touched the midrib, unlike compound leaf. See, the incision has come down to the midrib, and that's why all these have got segregated. Okay, so the simple leaves are those in which single leaf blade or lamina is present. For example, it is seen in mango, peepal, papaya, etc. Compound leaves. When the incision of the lamina, it reached the midrib, breaking it into the number of the leaflets, the leaf is called as compound leaf. A bud is present in the axil of the petiole in both simple as well as compound leaves, but not in the axil of leaflet of the compound leaf. Please note that. So, the compound leaves are those in which leaf blade or lamina is divided into number of segments known as leaflets. See, these are your leaflets because the incision has gone down to the midrib and it has broken it into the number of the leaflets. That's why it is called as compound leaf. Students, please note that these leaflets are also known as pinnae. Okay, the leaflets, they never bear axillary buds in their axil. Okay. Now the compound leaves comes. Compound leaf, first is your pinnately compound leaf. What happens in pinnately compound leaf? In this type, the leaflets, they are present laterally on a common axis which is called as rachis. Okay. See, these are your leaflets, right? And they are present laterally on a common axis. This is known as rachis. This midrib has now got converted into rachis, okay, which represents a midrib of the leaf, which is found in gold mohur and cassia. There are four kinds of pinnately compound leaves. Which are those? Unipinnate, bipinnate, tripinnate and decompound. Okay. So this is your unipinnate. Unipinnate is also known as imparipinnate. Okay. And this is your bipinnate. Okay. And this is your tripinnate. Now comes palmately compound leaves. It represents palm. Okay. It represents palm of our hand. What does it mean? Means all the leaflets of the palmately compound leaves, they are attached at the common point. As you can see that this is a common point, that is at the tip of the petiole, like fingers of the palm. And there are 5 types of palmately compound leaves. Which are those? Unifoliate, bifoliate, trifoliate, quadrifoliate and multifoliate. See, this is your unifoliate. That means it has just one, okay, which is attached to the tip of the petiole, like finger of the palm, okay. And in bifoliate, 2 leaves. Foliate means leaves. 2 leaves are attached at the tip of the petiole, okay. So this is your bifoliate, and this is your trifoliate, when 3 leaves are, they are attached at a common point at the tip of the petiole, like fingers of the palm, okay. And likewise quadrifoliate, in which 4 leaves, they are attached at a common point, that is at the tip of the petiole, like the fingers of the palm, okay. And multifoliate, when the 5 leaflets, they are arranged or they are attached at a common point at the tip of the petiole, like the fingers of the palm. So these were the 5 types of the palmately compound leaves. So this was all about the venation and the type of leaves. In my next section of the presentation, we'll be studying about the phyllotaxy and the modification of leaves. So till then, stay tuned and keep watching Edupedia word videos.